pretty outrageous.
Outrageous. That's how locals are describing the sky-high prices at the pump. So is there anything being done to help ease that pain?
New at 6, our News 3's Lauren Clark reached out to our federal delegation. So, Lauren, what do those who represent us in Congress have to say?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's really important to point out there's lots of factors at play here when it comes to the price of gas, and experts telling me there's not a single solution to help fix the problem. But with that said, still both of our senators and representatives say that they are taking some steps like calling for hearings and co-sponsoring legislation. But other moves like eliminating the state's gas tax probably won't happen.
Across Las Vegas,
it's atrocious.
People are seeing.
It's pretty alarming.
And experiencing.
About $45 to $50 to fill up that little thing.
Mind-boggling gas prices.
Ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous, they say, with AAA recording an average price of $5 a gallon in Nevada. Across the nation, politicians are trying to put the brakes on the soaring cost of filling up tanks. Today in Maryland, Governor Hogan signing into law a temporary suspension of the state's gas tax. Other states are talking about following suit. And to our west, California proposing a $400 gas rebate to anyone who pays state income tax.
Nevada needs to get on board ASAP.
But will they? Well, our state legislature is not in session. But on the federal side, both Senators Cortez Masto and Rosen co-sponsored a bill that would eliminate the federal gas tax. Rep. Dina Titus is also co-sponsoring the House version. But there's a problem. It wouldn't impact Nevadans at all. A 1997 law aimed to protect funding for rural county road repairs raises the state gas tax by an equal amount if reduced on a federal level. Besides, any impact might not be that significant, says AAA spokesperson John Drainer.
It wouldn't have much of an impact at the pump because the federal tax on gasoline is about 18 cents a gallon. And as Nevadans are paying about $5.10 a gallon, it would still mean your gas is about $4.90.
Oil and gas companies certainly are not hurting.
When asked what else the senator is currently doing to push for answers, Senator Cortez Masto's office directed us to this hearing, where she pressed oil and gas industry representatives. And Rep. Susie Lee's office tells us she's been calling for investigations into the matter and introduce legislation to ban Russian energy imports. In the meantime, drivers like Craig hope relief comes soon.
I'm open for anything that'll make it a little easier to fill the tank.
And we also heard back from Senator Rosen's office, who sent us a statement that said in part that she recognizes how rising costs are affecting families' budgets and says that's why she's fighting every day to lower costs for hardworking Nevadans. Now, we didn't hear back from Representative Titus or Representative Horsford's office today, but our full report at news3lv.com, we do mention what they have said on the past in these issues. Jim and Marie?
All right, and Lauren, a quick question. Not everyone is for the idea of temporarily eliminating the federal gas tax. Why is that?
Yeah, well, Latoya, several lawmakers have the argument that these taxes often go directly towards the road and maintenance repairs, and that money is a part of the budget. So there's concerns that our infrastructure would suffer if that money goes away.
For now, let's move to the races. We're talking about candidate filing. It is ending as we speak, setting the contest for races ranging from governor to city council. Our Jeff Gillen is on the filing beat for us tonight, and he joins us live from the Clark County Government Center with the story.
That's right. Good evening, everybody. Filing literally just wrapped up here, which is one of the places where you come to say you're running for office.
Dina, Dina, Dina. The Dean of Nevada's D.C. delegation had a welcome committee Friday at the Government Center. Dina Titus was here to file for re-election to the 1st Congressional District.
Well, we've always followed Richard Bryan's advice, run unopposed or run hard. And so we always run hard, and that's what we'll do this time.
That's Titus, quoting our former governor and senator. In the 2-week period that ended Friday at 5, hundreds of people across Nevada stepped forward to run for office. The major races are now set, all to be narrowed down in the primary on June 14th. Democrat Catherine Cortez Masto is defending her U.S. Senate seat. On the GOP side, Trump-endorsed Adam Laxalt faces 7 other Republicans, including a spirited primary challenge from Army vet Sam Brown. Democrats Susie Lee and Stephen Horsford are running for re-election to Congress in CD3 and CD4, respectively. The GOP primaries for those seats features multiple Republicans. Titus, running for her 7th term in Washington, faces what could be a spirited primary challenge from fellow progressive and Democrat Amy Villela.
So we'll just talk about the issues, and I think she'll have a hard time breaking through the support we have in the Democratic Party in the district.
And 2 surprises in the governor's race. Steve Sisolak got a primary from fellow Democrat and former county commissioner Tom Collins. The two aren't, shall we say, close. Will the governor engage Collins or ignore him?
Let Tom be Tom. You know, I mean, I've known Tom for a decade or more. We served on the county commission.
On the Republican side, the head fake in the governor's race came from Las Vegas City Councilwoman Michelle Fiore. After being in that contest for months, she switched.
After talking with President Trump's team, I've decided that now is the time to focus on our economy.
Fiore is running for state treasurer, just one of many races you now have to decide. And back now live, I did reach out, by the way, to Amy Villela. Have not heard back from her yet. A couple other things real quick, if I can. Former congressional candidate Danny Tarkanian, you might remember he ran and lost the race for CD3 here a couple of years ago. Well, he now lives up in northern Nevada. He filed today for Congressional District 2, setting up a Republican primary with Republican Congressman Mark Amodei. Republicans will also have an interesting primary down here for Titus' seat. Former Republican Congressman Crescent Hardy today filed for that seat.
Now to another big Supreme Court story developing this week. The Senate confirmation of Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. The process begins tomorrow, and 5 UNLV law students will be there. Our Brett Forrest caught up with them. He's live with that story. And Brett, what an opportunity.
Absolutely, Crystal. Good evening. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for these Las Vegas law students. Some are on their way to Washington, D.C. right now. Others are flying out tomorrow to take part in this historic moment.
For too long, our government, our courts, haven't looked like America.
President Joe Biden nominating Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson to the highest court of the United States. Her Senate confirmation process beginning Monday. The Supreme Court set to get its first black female justice.
I don't think that race plays a role in the kind of judge that I have been and that I would be.
Now, 5 UNLV law students are heading to the nation's capital to take part in this historic moment. Members of the Black Law Student Association.
It represents diversity. I think it represents America, to be honest. And the fact that she's the first, I think it's so vital for us to show our support.
Saying they see themselves in her nomination and will be taking part in rallies of support outside the Capitol as the Senate confirmation process unfolds.
It's just crazy that I can count on one hand how many women have been nominated to the Supreme Court. So I see myself in Judge Jackson as a woman.
They say taking time out of their busy schedules will be worth it, calling forth a late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg quote.
I think of when she said school children visiting the Supreme Court, they see all these men and one tiny little woman. And so that to me is just very detrimental to the reflection of our society right now. And that's why I think it's worth the time to go there.
These Las Vegas natives will be back Wednesday. It's a short trip, but one that means so much to them nevertheless.
As cheesy as it may sound, it's the American dream. You know, for someone to work hard and for their hard work to be recognized.
That's only these 5 students going from UNLV, but they'll be joining law students from around the country in Washington, D.C. And if confirmed by the Senate, the Supreme Court will still have a 6-3 conservative majority, so experts don't think the process will be too contentious.
Hi, everybody. I'm Reed Cowan from News 3 Las Vegas. We want to thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Remember, you can always see more of our videos by clicking on the video links. And also don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our YouTube updates. Thanks for watching.